Okay, this video is about the Republicans repealing Obamacare. I understand there are a lot of people who's not happy with the Affordable Care Act, which some of the politicians renamed it Obamacare. The funny part is there was so many people that did not have any insurance and children who didn't have any insurance. The Republicans spent 8 years fighting against President Obama. And now that they have this man in office, the first thing you want to do is repeal Obamacare, but you don't have nothing to replace it. So here is my question. For all the years of service that you say you serve the people, you get some of the politicians get over $500,000 in salary. I've looked at seeing some of the salary, $800,000. You get a salary, your medical benefits are free on the taxpayers, but you don't want nobody else to have medical insurance. You don't want to raise the minimum wage. You don't want to give people who need these things the tools that they need to make their lives better, but yet and still you want us to continue to pay you all these large salaries, and we the constituents don't get nothing in return. I have a problem with that. There's so many other things that's more important to deal with. Now, if there's a problem with the Affordable Care Act, instead of you acting like a bunch of ignorant kids in the playground, then you should come up with a plan that will work for everybody. But you don't want to do that. You want to privatize everything. People can't afford to have things privatized. They cannot. You're going to put people in a position that they're going to survive by any means necessary. And we all know what that means. We already have a high murder rate right now. So you want to add more stuff to things that you're not willing to fix anyway. You are always parting your lips about bucking against Paul Ryan. Every Republican there is. You are some selfish individuals. You really are. You think about nobody but yourself. But your families are not going to go without medical. If they get sick, they're going to be taken care of. So why does not the American people deserve that same thing to happen to them, that they get medical insurance? You know what the problems are. Fix it. You all open your mouths and you run it like water around the faucet, and you don't have no solutions, but you always got your hammer out wanting to ding or break something and say it's not workable, but you don't have a solution or nothing to add to the fix. American people cannot afford to be without insurance, especially kids. Do you want the death of people on your hands? There's people with cancer, diabetes, bad heart, high blood pressure. Pharmaceutical prescriptions is already high enough. And as bad as you may think it is, it has saved so many lives, and it's been so helpful to so many people. But you don't care about the people in which whom you say you represent. So I'm going to close this video saying, to every registered voter, whether you vote for the Republicans or not, they are representation of you. And if they behinds do not do what they need to do to represent the people and get off these selfish agendas, I'm saying to you, evict they behinds from the seat. They don't need to hold it. And maybe we should start dinging them in their salary. How about we find out what they're getting? What's their perks for them and their families? They go to the best of schools. They get the best of care, the best of doctors. Some of y'all can't even afford it, especially for a heart or a cancer. You can't get chemotherapy. You got to substitute for this, for that. You got to get an oxygen, or you choose your bed. Is this what we continue to let our elected officials do to us? That's totally unfair. And when is enough going to be enough. The Republicans are selfish individuals. And you think Trump is going to help people that got money? They don't care about your needs because their needs are being met because they done drained and sucked all the life out of you to get what they want. And what we going to say? We're not going along with this anymore. I'm tired. You should be. That's all I'm saying.